Okay, so we're ready to warp our looms. To start, I'm going to get the end of my string and put it through the notch on the top. I'm going to leave a good length of string, about as long as my plate on the back. Then, I'm going to take this string and put it in the farthest notch. I'm going to take my string and put it in the farthest notch. I've colored my notches so you can see them. I've got 4. I'm going to turn my plate over. And I'm going to put my string right where my last string came out of. Then I flip my plate. And I'm going to make a V shape like this. An upside down V. But if I were to turn it, you see there's a V. So I make that V shape, then I turn my plate. And this time I'm going to go straight up to the top like this. So I'm going to have 2 parallel lines on the back. Then I flip it over. And I go to my next little notch. Then I stick my string in the notch, flip it over, and go right back where I was before, making another upside down V shape. Then I flip the plate. My string comes back here. Then I flip it over. And I'm going to go across to this first notch. So I go across to the first notch. Then I flip it over. And I have 2 V's. Then I'm going to take the end of my string. I'm going to go to the other side. Here's my string, so I go to this side. And I'm going to wrap it around and pull tight up at the top. So I'm going to wrap it around one more time, and when I wrap, I'm going to tie a knot. So I've got my string, I've got a big loop. I'm going to pull it through, and as I pull, this is going to make a nice tight knot up at the top. Now I'm going to cut off my extra string and get ready to weave. So when I weave, the first thing I'm going to do is take my string, pull it along the edge, and I'm going to tie a knot. To tie a knot, I make a little fish shape like this. Then I take the tail, pull it through, and slide that knot up to the top. If you have a lot of extra, you can carefully cut that extra off. Now I'm ready to weave. To weave, I take the end of my string and I go over, under, under. Then I pull it through. And I'm just going to keep going over, under. So now on the other side, I go over, under, pull it through. Then I'm going to use a fork to push it up to the top. And I'm just going to keep weaving over, under, pull it through, use my fork to push it up, then I keep weaving under, over, I pull it through, and uh-oh, it's unraveling. Why did it unravel? Oh, I started under, but I need to start over. So let me try this again. This time it's over, under, pull it through. All right, that time it worked. So I can use my fork to push it up. That's a common mistake. It happens to the best of us. Another thing to watch out for is after you weave over, under, pull it through. and push it up. You shouldn't have any long pieces like this. Make sure you're pulling all the way across and using your fork to push it up. And then you're just going to keep on weaving.